Good day traders, Gakuna Trading. This video will be all about the screener, how to use it. This will be the second time I'm making a video on how to use the screener and how to apply it with the playbook. Now, the screener will not tell you when to sell or when to buy. The screener only signals you that, hey, there is a signal for a fresh red day here, or 3 days of longs or shorts have been triggered, or a 3-day setup have been triggered and it closed in breakout, or we have an inside day the previous day, okay, or we have a day zero formation. Okay, now that is all the screener will do. The screener will let you know the market has triggered a 3-day setup, a fresh red day, an inside day, 3 days of shorts, 3 days of longs, 3-day setups, okay, and day zero. Now let's take a look at one signal, one by one, all from the screener. These are all the pairs I look at. I don't look at any other thing aside what is on this list. So you can do well to click on the screener and remove the pairs you do not follow and add the ones that you follow. Do well to tick the close in breakout option so you can see markets that have closed in breakout. Now let's take a look at a fresh red day on the USD JPY. Now USD JPY showed a fresh red day. I took the signal, I sold from yesterday and held through to today. It closed as a fresh red day, but understanding in the playbook that a 3-day setup will evolve to a fresh red day on FGD, depends on where and how it forms, from low to high or from high to low. Now USD JPY I sold. It's a fresh red day signal. Now remember, in the playbook I emphasized and I stated the fresh red day, okay, will close on Tuesday for a sell setup on Wednesday. So it's showing you a fresh red day because Tuesday closed below its previous close, putting a high of the week in place. We had a failed breakout of the opening range. One of the reasons why I sold, because it's a concept of balance. Now we go back, we put on our levels indicator. Now with all this on, opening range on, and the EMAs and the closing price, we want to go to our playbook. So now when you have a fresh red day, you come to your Gakuna playbook, okay, you look at signal days rules, page 14 and page 15, and then you apply the rules and the criteria to the chart on which pair has presented such opportunities. Wait for the criteria according to what is written in the book before you execute. Now you need the playbook to work with your screener. Okay, now let's take a look at the second option, our Euro NZD FGD. Now I bought Euro NZD yesterday, but it closed as, and I sent a signal to the community, it closed as an FGD. Okay, now you can see that low of week, close above the previous close. Okay, now you can see what happened in Asia. Remember, I categorized them Asian movers. I have the USD, I have the GBP, I have the Euro. These are Asian movers. These Asian pairs will move in Asia. Okay, they will move in Asia. It is also important to always check your screener and mark up your chart. Now the Euro NZD has played out and given us a what? FGD. Now what do? We go back to that same page. Okay, we want to come in Asia, okay, to see what happens from Asia to US to London before the US session. But it's very important for these pairs to come in the Asian London window, okay, because these moves will often take off in Asia. You can see the market went out of balance. So if you want to execute using the rules in the playbook for Monday's opening range, it is a very important market generated information. We want to go back to page 187 and read the rules of balance so we can align ourselves with higher time frame traders. Now good, the next pair, NZD JPY, closed as a fresh red day. You can see that fresh red day. So you go back to the playbook, okay, go back to the playbook, page 14 of page 15, ask yourself, read the whole rules there, come back and look at this chart. Look at the opening range high and low. If you understand the opening range rules and the first red day rules, you should be able to execute this market seamlessly. Now let's take a look at CAD JPY. Was also a first red day. Yesterday closed as an FGD. Today we have our sell high setup. Now let's take a look at some 3-day setups that presented themselves. Euro USD showed a 3-day setup. Now let's take a look at that. Euro USD, yes, showed a 3-day setup. According to the playbook, page 37 of the playbook, we want to make sure that we buy at the earliest coil possible, which is the 5-minute coil, and target our take profit level, which is the 4-hour moving average. So page 37 of the playbook will help you execute 3-day setups, okay? But when it gets to the 4-hour, please be very careful. Now GAP card had an FGD close, good, but we had a buy low setup. We had a buy low setup in London. You can see that London session buy low setup, which got back to our previous weekly high level and reversed back to the opposite side. So we said FGD close signal. You can see that there. For those of you who understand price action, it will really help you escape a lot of drama in the market. Now GBP USD has showed 3-day short, 3-day setup together. It's preparing for tomorrow. We would have a good explosive move tomorrow. Okay, so you can see that. Can you see Friday's low? Look at that. Day 1 of short, day 2 of short, day 3 of short. So GBP USD showing you 3-day short is not a surprise. But then the market recalculates in the new week and shows a 3-day setup. Day 1, day 2, day 3, breaking out of previous days lows. Okay, now we had the reversal, but the market is not ready to give us an ACB type of reversal. You all know in the playbook the rules that states what we want to see for an ACB 3-day setup, 3 days of short reversal. We want to see that. It's in the playbook. Before we jump into the market with so much excitement, that criteria must be met. Now the GBP Aussie gave an FGD. Now when you see an FGD, you ask yourself, when you see the screener show you 2 setups. Now you see the screener showed FGD and 3-day setup. Now you ask yourself, why is it like this? Number 1, Tuesday closed as an FGD and is out of balance. Okay. Number 2, Monday is day 1 and the low of the week. Okay. Tuesday breaks out, becomes day 2. They did not take out the low of Monday. So day 1, day 2, day 3, breaking out of Tuesday's high. The screener picks that up. It's a 3-day setup, 3-session setup, taking out previous monthly high for our reversal back to the downside. Okay, so always mark up your chart when you see a 3-day setup. It is correct. The screener will not lie about a 3-day setup. AUD USD showing a 3-day setup. Why is it showing a 3-day setup? Before this, it showed an FRD. On Monday close, we had our sell setup to the downside, okay, which I sent a signal for AUD USD to the community. Now remember, understanding balance is very important. That is why it is in the playbook. If you want to use the screener, you must have the playbook to understand the 3 different basic concepts we are using in the market. Now AUD USD showing us a 3-day setup. What do? We look at it day 1, okay, day 2 breaks out, day 3 breaks out again. So it's a 3-day setup which has returned back to previous monthly low. By tomorrow we should be expecting our criteria according to page 37 to be met for a reversal, else we go in line with the trend. Okay, so we will follow the trend, we trade in line with the trend. Okay, now the next option, what do we have here? NZD card and NZD USD. NZD card showed what? Let's look at the screener. NZD card, reload. NZD card is showing a 3-day setup. Why is it showing a 3-day setup? Number 1, remember, day 1 breaks out, day 2, day 3 with a very strong momentum explosion to the downside. This becomes, according to the playbook, our 50% explosion that will close in breakout for a potential reversal the next day. Okay, so that's it. 3-day setups will blow off, consolidate, coil, and reverse the next day or on the day itself. But which criteria do we have met according to page 37? If my rules are not met, I do not want to execute any market. Okay, now let's take a look at NZD US dollar, New Zealand US dollar, showing an FROD. Yes, this day is an FROD. Look at Monday's high, look at Monday's low. Go back and read, okay, read about our balance rules in the market, page 187, and then you will understand why I would sell this market or would sell this market. So day 1, day 2, it is showing it, yes, day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, it's a 3-day setup which has blown off in the direction of the trend and will close in breakout, preparing us for a reversal either tomorrow or Friday if the rules according in page 37 are met for reversals. Okay, now we go, let's take a look at Euro JPY. Euro JPY presented a first red day. We look back at the rules of first red day, Euro JPY. We look at the rules of what a first red day in combination. Okay, we want to also look at our what balance rules, our balance guidelines and balance rules to help us execute this market according to the rules after lower lows must have been made. Okay, so when you see these setups appear on the screener, you have to go back to the playbook and read. Okay, go back to the playbook, read, understand the opening range, understand the moving averages, and apply the rules to this market. This market also is a 3-day setup, day 1, day 2, day 3, breaking out of previous days low. Okay, we'll close in breakout according to the playbook 50% of the time before we see a potential reversal the next day if the rules are met for reversals, not just blindly jumping to reverse a market. Okay, now I hope this gives you value. Look at what happened. Signal this, go to page 14 and page 15 of the Gakuna Trading course. 3-day setups, 3 days of longs, 3 higher closes. Go to page 37 of the Gakuna Trading course. Okay, for the opening range, initial balance market rules, go to page 187 for you to understand the concept behind that, so it will help you and guide you in line with what we have on the daily basis: first red day, first green day, 3-day setups, inside day, day 0, and all of that. But the markets go with you. I hope this gives you value. Look at the indicator every day, mark out what pair and what event has happened. Look at that market, ask yourself one question and mark it up. It showed here 3-day setup on the AUD Swiss franc. Let's mark it up. Day 1, day 2. Now remember, there's a difference between day 1, day 2, day 3 and a 3-day setup. Yes, Tuesday is day 2 trading day of the week, but can be day 3 of a move. For those of you who have watched TC very well, you understand that. I don't need to emphasize much on that. Now, according to the playbook, 50% of the time will close in breakout. Okay, the next day we can see our reversal, but the rules must be met on page 37. 1, 2, 3. May the markets go with you guys 1% better every single day. As you see the trade setup, please mark up as you see on my chart, and do well to read the rules over and over again till it becomes part of you. See you guys on the next one. Thank you.